The Princess of Wales undertook her first public engagement of the month today as she highlighted the joy of the creative arts. Kate, 43, was at the new V&A East storehouse, which opened to the public just 2 weeks ago, and gives unprecedented free public access to the museum's world-famous collection of more than 600,000 treasures from every creative discipline including fashion, film, visual art, design and performance. The princess cut a trendy figure as she opted to rewear a chic trouser suit by designer Alexander McQueen for the event, along with a white scoop neck top. She accessorized with a pair of matching pumps, belt, and the Laura Lombardi chain necklace. Kate styled her new blonde hair in loose waves while keeping her makeup light and minimal yet dewy. After she arrived at the buzzy East London venue, she was given a behind-the-scenes tour and learnt about the work that goes into conserving and displaying some of the amazing objects stored, including the largest Picasso work in the world. The gigantic canvas measuring 30 meters by 40 meters has spent most of the last 80 years rolled up in storage. The princess's last public engagement was a ship naming ceremony in Glasgow on May 22, after which she enjoyed the half-term holiday with her children. The entire Wales family will, however, be present at Saturday's iconic Trooping the Colour in London, sources told the Mail. Aides added that the cadence of the princess's public engagements is still as was announced earlier this year, involving a slow and measured return to public life following her cancer diagnosis last year. Happily, she announced in January that she is now officially in remission. Created in partnership with young people and inspired by East London's creative heritage, the new V&A East storehouse, a world first, has been built to ensure the nation's creative works are available to all. Spanning 4 levels and bigger than 30 basketball courts, Storehouse is a new kind of museum experience giving visitors the chance to see behind the scenes of a working museum, explore why and how objects get collected by museums, find out how they are cared for, and uncover the stories they tell about us and our world. Wherever possible, glass and barriers have been removed, and visitors will be able to get closer to objects than ever before. Kate's 2-hour visit ran over by 30 minutes as she was so engrossed in the artifacts and artwork on display. The collection's access team have all been recruited from the local area, and the princess got the chance to engage with a new Order an Object service, where anyone can book a free appointment to view an object up close and have a one-on-one session with a member of the team. Kate, who studied for a degree in arts history at University of St Andrews, began her tour behind the scenes where thousands of exhibits are being cared for before going on display. Marveling at a William Morris designed screen, she remarked, "Wow, love the twist here." Speaking to Tim Reeve, deputy director at the V&A, she added, "What a fantastic idea. What an opportunity for everyone to see these historic pieces in first person. It's so eclectic. And all parts of the process of displaying and curating." During her tour behind the scenes, she pulled on protective gloves to caress a 19th-century riding habit, remarking, "It's so delicate." She was also shown a 1970s photogram dress and said, "It's really interesting as fashion designers are also using screen prints and photographs." Fashion fan Kate also immediately identified a black and gold coat dress was by British fashion designer Alexander McQueen. She said, You see a certain shape and you know the designer. The princess, who is patron of the V&A, also joined staff collecting new photos for the archive and online search portal. The museum team needed to photograph a 1943 ballet shoe worn by Alice Markova at a performance of Giselle at the Old Vic, who had signed its inside sole and penned a special message. Watching how it was photographed for the collection, Kate said, "Gosh, it's so small and I like the fact you can see her handwriting." Venturing into the public area, which was thronged by visitors unaware of the princess' unannounced visit, she marveled at the largest Picasso artwork in the world. Joined by Tristram Hunt, director of the V&A, she was entranced by the fabric which was backdrop for the 1924 Ballets Russes production of La Train Bleue, and signed by the artist. Mingling with the public in the vast Weston Collections Hall, she also looked impressed at the previously locked-up artifacts out on show for visitors. But she was forced to hold carefully onto the glass railing as she walked along the metal grid floor on her high heels. The V&A website recommends visitors wearing practical clothing and flat shoes, saying the metal grid flooring is not suitable for stilettos or kitten heelses. The storehouse also allows visitors to book online to view up to 5 objects in a study room. The princess had her own private viewing time with 5 items which the press were allowed in. Speaking afterwards, Tim Reeves said the princess ordered to see a musical instrument, some William Morris fabric samples and items relating to nature. Christina Juan, head of Philippine Studies at SOAS, was working in one of the rooms after ordering 5 textiles for research. She told Kate, "It's amazing as I've been waiting for 3 years." Speaking afterwards, she added, "I didn't know she was coming. Now they've opened this and I can order online. They take out of storage whatever you like. Now it's as easy as ordering from Uber." The idea of opening up the storehouse to the public was dreamed up after the V&A learned in 2015 it had to move its archives from an old building. Ahead of Kate's visit, a Kensington Palace spokesman said, "Her Royal Highness' engagement today is all about highlighting the importance of creative opportunity and celebrating the power of creativity to bring us joy." After she left the Hackney Wick venue, Tim Reeves said of the V&A's royal visitor, "There's no doubt about it, she is a great supporter of the arts. She has been really interested in this project and it's clear she loves the idea of what we are trying to do here with back of house and to be a member of the public seeing behind the scenes. She really understood she was sharing it with the public and everyone sharing the same space. She really wanted to see it as the public saw it and didn't want to impose." The V&A East storehouse has more than 500,000 artifacts including 350,000 library books, 250,000 objects and thousands of letters, posters and flyers, including the Glastonbury Festival archives. It also contains dresses which belonged to the late Queen Elizabeth II, Keith Moon's drum kit, shoes designed by Zara Hadid and a pedal from the London 2012 opening ceremony cauldron. Visitors can also see a section of the 1960s Robin Hood Gardens housing project, in Poplar, East London, which has now been demolished. In September it will open the David Bowie Centre after securing his estate's archives including letters, instruments and costumes. Last month, Kate officially named HMS Glasgow by smashing a bottle of local Scottish whisky against its hull. keeping her look suitably nautical for the outing. The Royal sported a navy and white 1,850 pounds coat dress from British brand Susanna London and a matching statement hat from Philip Tracy, first worn at Trooping the Colour in 2024. As the couple departed, one well-wisher from the crowd couldn't resist telling the princess, "You're beautiful." And in an effort not to leave her husband out, they added, "You too, William," in footage recorded by local news outlet Clyde News. Clearly amused by the surprise compliment, William, 42, quipped, "You don't have to say that, don't worry." The crowd then burst into laughter at his self-deprecating comment, as the couple bid goodbye after a busy afternoon. Earlier, stepping up onto a podium before a crowd of several hundred Bay employees, their families and the 45-strong ship's company, Kate uttered the time-honored words, "I have the pleasure to name this ship HMS Glasgow. May God bless her and all who sail on her." The princess then flicked up a small red launch button to release a bottle of exclusive single malt whiskey made by the nearby Clydeside distillery. The ceremonial act is said to bring good luck and fortune to the vessel and its crew. The distillery opened its doors in 2017, the same year that the HMS Glasgow build began, marking what is considered the start of two modern icons of Glasgow's maritime heritage. Each bottle of the whiskey sold will include a donation to HMS Glasgow's chosen charity, Place 2B, of which the princess is patron, and which supports children's mental health in the city. The princess was named sponsor of the 8,000-ton warship, a state-of-the-art Type 26 anti-submarine frigate, in June 2021 and is said to hold a real interest in the ship and in the lives of those who will serve on board. A year later, Kate met Royal Navy sailors from HMS Glasgow at Windsor Castle to hear about the ship's progress and their experiences in the Royal Navy.